Good morning, students. Today you will get a video on subject verb agreement in which you will learn about how to agree a subject with a verb. But before that, we will learn about the concept of I and you. I and you is considered as a singular verb or a plural one. We already learned that he, she, it, all these are comes in the category of singulars and we are using s or es with them. Whenever s is adding to a word, it becomes singular. For example, has, goes. If we add es to the go, then it becomes singular. He goes to school. And I, you, we, they are always considered as plural, and we are using with them the are, were, have, but. In many sentences, you will see that both these words, sometimes they are considered as singular, sometimes they are considered as plural. But we keep this thing in our mind that these both the words are singular, but time to time they take the plural verbs. But the I is treated as a special one, and there is a special verb for the I, that is am. And in the past tense we are using was. We also using have with the I, and had, did and will, these remain the same for both the words I and you. We are using had, did and will with both these I and you. So the video which you will see about the subject verb agreement, all the rules apply to all the personal pronouns except I and you. I and you, although they are the singular, but they require plural forms of verb. Let's take some examples. For example, he talks to the teacher. Here, the subject and verb agreement is right. This is our subject and this is our verb. And our rule is that singular subject always goes with the singular verb. So, there is no problem in this sentence because it agreed with the subject and verb. He talks to the teacher. We are adding s here and it becomes singular. Similarly, we, now it's a plural, so we remove the s and the sentence we talk to the teacher. Plural and plural, agreement is right here. Now the next example is I talk to the teacher. Now we know that I is singular and we remove the s from here and the word talk is used here, not talks. So singular subject goes with the plural verb. I talk to the teacher. Another sentence, John, you talk to the teacher. Here you, again singular, talk plural. You talk to the teacher. So in this way, you and I always remain the singular subjects, but they take plural verbs. Okay, another concept is here of I. Look at this sentence. I wish I were present in the party. Now you see that here I is singular, and instead of using was, were is used here. This type of sentences you find when some hypothetical situation is there. I is singular verb and using the plural verb. If we are using here was, that is absolutely wrong because this is a imagination. So were is used to indicate a hypothetical situation or a wish or fantasy. Let's take some more example. I wish I were rich. So the sentence structure is, whenever there is a if comes with any subject, but the subject is always regarding the imagination, we will use were. If I were a bird, if he were the prime minister, he would serve the nation. So in this way, we are using were also with the I. So it's not that we are always using the was with the I. Were is also used in the hypothetical situations. So if you look at the sentence again, I wish I were present in the party. In this sentence means that the person was not present in the party and now wishes to have been there in the party. Okay, so it's a imagination. So in this situation, we are using the were. I hope this point is clear to you.